Okay, so this is Ward 22, Bag 5, first batch.
Okay, eyes forward, ready, go.
Stop.
Stop.
Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead.
Stop.
Go ahead.
Stop.
Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead.
Stop.
Go ahead.
Stop.
Go ahead. Trump.
Oh, I see what you're doing now. 33?
33.
Okay, Clinton,
I've done 98.
98.
good. 0 for Castle,
Yep.
13 for Johnson,
13 for Johnson,
4 for Stein.
4 for Stein, and 1 for Sanders.
Yep,
So for a total of 18.
and the undervotes?
0.
0.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Okay, Liz, you also got 18.
Yes. Total ballots,
149.
good.
Yeah, I'm interested when we go home and analyze these against the rest of the state. I think the Racine voters actually undervoted at a rate far lower than the rest of the state. I mean,
Well,
it's,
we'll find out.
yeah.
Okay, I only heard
Oh, the
one.
write-ins are.
We both got
undervotes.
149 for total ballots.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Technically, it
Yeah.
counted as undervotes.
Now we are on the last batch, right? This is batch 2 of bag 5, and we are done with these after this one.
We still need to photograph
Well,
the
it's,
poll names.
yeah, yeah.
But we're not zeroing out, right?
And
No, do not zero out. Okay.
Rebecca and I can zero out.
Yeah, you're zeroed.
Funny how that happens.
All right. Okay, eyes front, go.
Stop. Push them a little toward the camera. Okay. Go. Stop. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead.
Stop.
Stop. Go ahead. Okay, what do we have for Trump?
66.
66.
Clinton?
190.
190.
190, okay,
I have 0 for Castle.
yeah,
I have 17 for Johnson.
I do too,
I have 6 for Stein.
so do I.
0 for Moorhead,
Yep.
0 for De La Fuente,
Yep.
1 for Sanders, 1 for Ryan.
And
For
under
a to-
votes,
For a total of 25.
sorry,
And what about you, Liz?
25. Under votes,
Zero.
Still zero.
Got through a whole bag
and
with
total,
no undervotes
total
or overvotes.
ballots,
281.
281.
awesome. Okay, now, should we add this up with the thing going? I'd like to. All right, so,
Well, before we added it, well, no.
well, we got the video
Yeah,
going,
okay.
so, all right, for Trump, we have
We'll come back to those.
80, yeah, we'll come back to 84 plus 84 plus 82 plus 128 plus 66.
For a total of 444.
Okay. Clinton, 123 plus 142 plus 167 plus 228 plus 190.
For a total of 850, 850.
For Castle, 2 plus 1. That's it.
3.
Then for Johnson, we have 13 plus 6 plus 12 plus 12 plus 17.
For a total of 60.
For Stein, we have 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 6.
For a total of 20.
Moorhead. We just have 1 for Moorhead. De La Fuente was 1. And then for registered write-ins, oh, I have to figure this out myself. 3 plus 3. And if we add those up, let me give you these numbers. 444 plus 850 plus 3 plus 60 plus 20 plus 5.
I have 1,382.
Now we go to the undervotes. No, unregistered write-ins. We have 13
13.
plus 1 plus 2.
For 16.
And then undervotes, we have 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That's it.
12.
Now add this. 1382
1382.
plus 16
Okay.
plus 12.
1,410.
Number of voters from the registration list, 1,410.
Wow. So the drawdowns are from a total ballot count of
How many people signed
1421.
the poll book?
There was a total ballot count of 1421, so I'm assuming that 11 of those were drawn down maybe.
Okay, yeah, the original vote totals from the reporting unit, the original vote totals, actually that means ballot totals, they used the wrong word here. Original ballot totals for the reporting unit were 1424, so
Ooh.
they drew down 14,
I had 1421 from the GAB site.
they drew
I mean,
down
the WEC, sorry.
14. Yeah, so can you explain, can you explain drawdowns, or do you know what is that something you,
No, I
okay.
probably should get Wendy to do that. There was something in the
Okay.
recount.
Okay, but you do have a separate bag in there with
Yep,
a
right
bunch
here.
of ballots in it.
There are,
Okay.
yep, and
Should
it's
we just
marked
do this
that
with
there
the
were
thing going? Yeah.
14 ballots drawn, and this one says, added in improperly rejected absentee.
Do we know how many?
There's one and there's 14.
Okay,
that's
I know
15.
about the 14 drawdowns, I don't know about that one extra. I have the minutes of the recount here. And do I have to explain drawdowns to anyone? Okay,
Can I have a,
yeah?
for personal privilege, do you need me anymore?
No.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you
you.
so
Nice
much.
meeting with you, working
It
with
was-
you all.
Yes, it was fun working with you too. Okay,
Actually, I think this says added in improperly rejected absentee.
okay. What happens is, when you vote, you sign the poll book, that means they've got one voter. And then you cast a ballot and they have one ballot. And at the end of the night, they compare those two numbers. And if there's more voters than ballots, they just lost a few ballots and they don't worry about it and nothing happens. If there's more ballots than voters, the assumption in the statutes is that someone stuffed the ballot box with extra ballots. And so, and this is in statutes, don't blame the clerks for this. Their statute requires them to just randomly select a bunch of ballots so that the number of ballots equals the number of voters. Now, most clerks do it a little more intelligently than that. They look for blank ballots or look for over/under votes.
Mhm.
They try to select ballots that wouldn't count as a vote anyway. In some counties, and actually in the GAB or the WC instructions, it says to do it randomly. And, I mean, that's as likely to exaggerate the error as it is to fix it. But again, that's a problem with our statutes. So what happens is that these ballots that were drawn down were counted in the original count. But when they got to the recount, they realized that the numbers of voters, they had more ballots than voters, so they just subtracted some. Now, we don't need to count those if our purpose is to check the recount. And that's what I think our purpose is, that we don't need to count
So
those
we don't
drawn
need to
down
worry
ballots.
about that.
Right,
I'll take your word for it.
okay. And that extra ballot, an absentee ballot that was
Rejected. I sent a text into the office to have somebody come and explain
Okay.
it. I would presume that when the Board of Canvas was going through the absentees, the rejected absentees, they determined that that one should not have been rejected.
And that's something, yeah, I can see that on here, number of absentee ballot. Oh, no, I guess I can't. I'm surprised we didn't hit that in any of the other precincts. Yeah, because if you go through the recount, that was happening all over the place, that they were, that the recount changed the election official's mind about whether absentee ballots should have been accepted or rejected. And I think it was one of the major findings in the recount, as a matter of fact, how very inconsistently absentee ballot decisions were made. But I'm surprised, we just hit our first absentee ballot that was added in at the recount because it was determined to have been incorrectly rejected in the original count. And number one, I'm kind of surprised that this is the first precinct where we hit that because it was so common elsewhere in the state. The second thing is, should we count it or not? We should count it.
We would have counted it during the recount.
Yeah.
It would not have been counted in the original election day because it was rejected on election day.
Okay, and that's something I have to admit I didn't study about when I looked through the Racine recount records. Did you accept many absentee ballots that had originally been rejected, or did you pretty much confirm what the municipalities had decided?
Well, the Board of Canvas members went through everything, and anytime there was a question, we made a determination if the poll workers had properly rejected or accepted things. So, I mean, I can't speak to this particular one.
And you probably can't compare it to other counties either.
No.
In Dane County, it was astounding, the number of absentee ballots that the municipalities had accepted and that the county canvas rejected in the recount. It was like 600-700, it was amazing. Yeah,
What
and
are the grounds typically for rejecting them?
If the voter didn't sign the certificate envelope, that would be a reason to reject it.
Okay.
And if the poll workers had, for instance, accepted an absentee ballot in which the voter didn't sign the certificate envelope, that would be a reason that the Board of Canvas would say they didn't handle this absentee ballot properly, we have to do a drawdown.
And what about if the person accepting the ballot for the municipality, it's an absentee in-person ballot, does not sign as a witness? Were those counted or not?
No, because there's no signature. If they signed but did not put the address, and we could determine that it was like a staff in a municipal clerk's office, and there were a couple municipalities we contacted because some of them had hired some poll workers to come in and assist them. We said, who'd you have working? Because then we could kind of say, well, out of your 8 people that might have been handling your absentees, oh, yep, pretty much we think this is it. And again, we
they
we
were
had some
counted
other-
then?
Then they were counted.
Okay.
But if they were missing a signature, they do not get counted, and that is right out of the recount manual from the state.
Right, but some
I'll say maybe there were
municipalities did
less
it differently.
instances of that because maybe my poll workers are really well trained.
There you go. It could be.
I
No doubt.
Yeah,